heard that during the lockdown, another skill set of people taking up gardening. Like they're actually people who have a garden.
I am not blaming you, bro, because the first couple of weeks when people went nuts, bro, mashing out the toilet tissue, the pasta sauces, taking a piss, bro. Taking a piss, all the breads, and then you see all the food wastage as well.
Oh yeah. The bull
was it 200,000 tons or something like that? Mental, bro. Mate, like
how TV is easy to control as well.
It's not even that. It's just like people thinking negatively as well. Remember what I was saying about frequencies and like thinking in that direction? Do you know what I mean? Rather than just staying calm, like they're just thinking too far ahead. That's anxiety for you, man. That is anxiety for you. You clocked out, bro. You clocked you back in. Yeah, you clocked out. But yeah, anxiety for you, man. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I was so annoyed. Like, I was like, do you know, to be honest, when I get paid my wage, as soon as I get paid, I always stock up my pantry, my freezer, and I make sure there's something that I can eat. Like, even if I didn't have time to go shopping or something, there's something I can cook or eat. You know what I mean? Like a quick thing, always. But when it came down to it, when quarantine was happening, it was like mid-week where you kind of have to refill a little bit, like whatever you're missing. Bro, there was nothing. I couldn't find anything. I was upset, bro. Like, why are people doing that? And then to see all that food wastage, all of that going down the drain, bro, like people like not using their common sense to just fill up whatever space you have in your freezer. Do you know what I mean? Like overdoing it for no reason. I saw like bags full of like sausages and pork joints and bread, like just wasted, man. Do you know what I mean?
You know the person who had the bag full of sausages, was it a single woman?
No, it was just like the 200,000 tons of wastage, like whatever it was. I saw a picture, loads of wastage. The picture alone was just like, I don't even want to deep it. Like enough said in it. I don't even need to read the article. It is what it is, isn't it?
No, I'm saying you missed the joke. The person with the bag, the trolley full of sausages, was it a lonely divorcee?
No, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
No, I just like people when people panic, they're not thinking. So they do think about and they thought in it. They just go and grab everything, when they go, I wasn't thinking straight. Well, of course you fucking weren't.
Yeah, it's just people not like logically assessing the situation. Like I know certain people don't usually fill up 3 to 4 months worth of food at all, but naturally over time you would have couple more extra cans of like, you know, tin corned beef or spam just sitting in your cupboard. Do you know what I mean? I've had stuff got out of date because I haven't used it. You know what I mean? It's just been sitting there, but that's what it's for like times like that. If you can't go shopping, at least you have that can of spam. Do you know what I mean? That's in the pantry, or a couple bags of pasta. I don't usually eat pasta, but when it was like there was nothing to buy, I'm mashing out the pasta, bro. Mashing out bread. Like I was starting to crave bread more. And it's mad how I got back in the carbs. Like when this quarantine came in, I've been eating everything under the sun, bro.
I know.
I lost 20 kilos last year. I think I gained about 15 back. I think I lost 5.
I can't tell who's pregnant out of uni.
Hey, I'm about 4 months in. I ain't gonna lie. Earlier we was looking at each other's bellies. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's about levels still. So yeah, like with skill set building, like we said, man. Like there's not just skill set building. It's like people. I don't think people are thinking about investing. Like, you know how we always talk about apps. Like how do you make more change? Like Sweatcoin. You know what I mean? An extra way of trying to make more income. Like there's loads of other ways to make money.
I'm gonna try Chip.
Like, yeah, Chip looks good.
They told me I got £10 free after 2 autos.
Yeah, I used Moneybox last year, October. Was stacking a little bits of change, and then this April, I mean, I managed to withdraw it out from January, so it takes 3 months, 95 days to come out in it. The 95-day saver. I stacked up about 2 bills in about the space of 3 months. I spent that when April come. I went towards some shopping,
It takes
I
3
got
months.
a few bits and pieces on a 95-day saver. It's like you save that bits of change to buy whatever you want to buy in it. That's like your bits of change. Whereas like you would normally from your wages you'd buy yourself like a keyboard or a DJ controller. Whereas out of your wages you wouldn't do that. You let little bits of change like funnel in to the savings account. 3 months later, boom, the little bits of change paid for your PS4 or whatever you wanted to buy. For me, it was like a camping set. I recently wanted to get into camping. It's just a bit ironic with this whole quarantine thing. Like, no one's camping anytime soon this year. People probably trying to do it, but yeah, it's not happening.
Should try camping at the next Barrier Fiesta.
Mate, camping. I saw a video how a woman was like, she was like stopped by feds, in a park, and she was like, they were like, "Madam, you can't be here because only for exercise." And she's like, "I am exercising." And they were like, "What? How are you exercising?" She was like, "I'm exercising my mind." Like, she's like, "I'm exercising my mind." Like, what is that, bro? Like meditation, yeah, exercises. And then she was like, by law, like expressively, it's not expressing what exercise is. Whether it's physical exercise or a mental exercise or a working exercise. Apparently, you know what I mean? She was trying to like bend it. But yeah, long story short, after like 15 minutes of ranting with the police officer, she just ended up going, "Yeah, just arrest me then, because I'm not giving you my details. Just take me to the police station and then I'll get my lawyer." She's on a long thing, bruv. I would have just walked home. Some people are just dumb like that, you know what I mean? They'll waste £15 trying to defend 15 minutes trying to defend, their principle of like having their like right to be outside, you know what I mean, and go to the police station just because they didn't want to give up their name. Do you know what I mean? To get their lawyer to hold it down for them, when all she could have done was just go, "All right, cool, officer, see you later, go home, done." Mad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand, bro. It's just, some people are just on a long thing, bro. Like, crazy, man. But yeah, like, what was I saying? Yeah, Money Box. Like, Money Box is good for change. Plum is good. Chip, you said, yeah. I think it's the same. It's pretty good for saving money. But yeah, for times like this, man, like, it's really important to like save some change, man. Like, you never know. Like, emergency situations could arise, and you just need your money there and then. Do you know what I mean?
You need to hook me up with that girl who does the music publishing as well. Your friend.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll give you her her IG, but I'll ask her first, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Yeah.
Get into it and all that.
Yeah, because I'm not the type. I don't like giving it someone throwing them together and then they don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? I want both people aware. You know what I mean? I'm that sort of person when I connect people. But yeah, what's the latest on the music thing, man? What have you heard, like gossip wise and that?
I've just been doing my label and my online radio, which is via Mixcloud. So it's just been a lot of electronic stuff I've been dealing with. But I came across not a new artist, but he's new to me, a new Filipino artist who's living in Spain, innit? I can't remember the name of the record label, but I shared something on Facebook. I'm going to chat to T Max about getting him down at Bar FM next year.
What's his name?
Oh, is it Ben Tidos?
Oh, man. Ben Tidos, man. He's got all the tats on his face and that, yeah? Filipino, baldhead. Do you know what? That guy, I took part in a community group called Respect Studios, right? Yeah. It's actually quite funny because the guy who kind of started it all off actually was from a group called Kampong Kolapo or something, and they had a problem with LS back in the day, and I didn't know about it. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit political. Like, me and AZ joined it, and then like we didn't really know what was going on apparently, like back in the day, and it was like, oh, we just found out, and then we kind of like just laid back on it. It was like, all right, cool, let's see. And I said, look, man, most of the rest pack is from my area, Aklan, innit? So I wanted to stick with it because, you know, like LS and Yoga everyone was doing their thing, and I was with Respect because of Aklan, and it just so happened the guy who made Respect was this dude, didn't it, who had like problems with Kid before. But yeah, I think it's all under the water. I think like we're all grown people now, and we're trying to put that behind us. You get me? But yeah, like he got a bunch of rappers all over the place. Talking about America, Canada, Manila, Aklan, Spain, France. It was sick, bro. Like it was just like it was a vibe. I was like, Rob, all of us Filipinos all around the world, and we're coming together, you know. And you know, like Mikey from France, Mikey boy.
You met Mikey.
Yeah. And we also had like Bente Dos in the group as well. But yeah, he's active in Spain still, man. I mean, I chat to him now and again, not too much though. I didn't really chat to him heavily like that, in comparison to other guys from my end. So obviously, like being from Philippines and being from the same province, it's the natural thing you do, right? You talk to your own personal community. So that's the thing I wanted to do, like get in contact with those guys, and yeah, it was just a thing, man.
Do you speak Visayas?
But everyone just kind of like they were just like getting on with things, and things started to pick up more separately for everyone. I got busy, others got busy. They were doing their thing. Do you know what I mean? So we kind of grew apart, really, more or less. Everyone just started doing their own thing. Like it just is what it is.
Do you know Aklan? Do they speak Visayas?
Yeah, we speak two dialects. We have something called Aklanon.
Yeah.
And Karaia is another one, but I don't really know about the Karaia dialect. But Aklanon mainly is the thing that everyone is the language everyone talks over there. But yeah, everyone still knows Tagalog, mainland dialect, and English, obviously. But Visaya is like my missus area, like like Cagayan de Oro. You know what I mean?
So you could speak English, Tagalog, Aklan, and Bisaya.
Yeah, but like I said, again, not full in anything, like a jack of all trades, master of nothing. And that's technically why I don't really rap in our language, because I'm not really good fluently in any dialect, not even the mainland dialect. You know what I mean? Like when people chat to me, and I chat to them in our language, it's Taglish, it's Tagalog English, it's a mix.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like I get it. Like with back home, like if you speak English, you're big headed or rare. Do you know what I mean? That's just a vibe you give, but it's not the case. It's just I'm not great. I don't feel confident expressing myself in one dialect or the mainland dialect. Whereas if I just speak English, I know what I'm trying to say to you. The problem, obviously, in that scenario is some people, not to be rude, they don't understand English fully. You know, they say nosebleed. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand what I'm saying. So it just is what it is. Sometimes it gets lost in translation.
Have you ever came across Filipinos where you talk to them in, I don't know, Tagalog, Ilocano, Chibicano, whatever language, but they keep replying back in English?
Yeah.
Like embarrassed or ashamed to speak the language?
What, even though they are a natural speaker in that language, you mean?
Say if I'm chatting to you in Tagalog and you're just replying back in English all the time.
No. Like, this is a thing. Like, this is a thing I have. If someone speaks to me in Tagalog, I'll speak to them in Tagalog. Do you know what I mean? I'll try to practice and keep the like culture and the language there in it, so I still know how to speak in it. If someone speaks to me in Aklan, and I try to do the same, but like I said, most of the time there's gonna be words where I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'll just repeat it. I'll just repeat it with a question mark, like say someone goes lambingan, I'll just be like lambingan. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll say it with a question mark face, and then they'll kind of have to. It's like, I don't understand it. Like, do you know what I mean? And they'll try and explain it another way until I do get it. And sometimes they try to translate it into English, and it's like completely off, bro. So sometimes when someone said something to me, try to translate it, I think that word means something when it totally doesn't, and that's always been a problem throughout my life, man.
So do you and your missus area, and say like kids area, will you both have will the cuisines be different? The food? Is the food
I think
different?
so, man, yeah, because remember, adobo is, for instance, cooked differently everywhere in different provinces. And adobo is it's like the Filipino national dish, but some people cook it with coconut milk, some people cook it with only soy sauce, some people cook it with only vinegar. And it's adobo, you know what I mean? It's just a bit mad, but some people cook it differently everywhere.
And then people cook it
everywhere, and it's still adobo. But yeah.
Will some places call it different names as well? Like the dishes will have different names?
Yeah, some people try to give it their own name, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know who gave, like, Beacon Express is a thing, but I don't know, man. Like, Beacon Express doesn't sound very cultural. It's like English and Beacon, you know what I mean? Beacon Express. But to me, that's actually culture. Do you know what I mean? But not traditional culture. It's like someone gave that a name, you know what I mean? So, if that makes sense. It is what it is,
so
man,
the north of Philippines and the south is two different like cultures. Because the south is more like Muslim area and the rest is Catholic.
Yeah, you got to remember, even in the south, not everyone's Muslim either. Like, my wife ain't Muslim. You know what I mean?
But there's a heavy influence in it.
Yeah. But to be honest, I think most regions are still split with different religions anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you could still go Manila and someone could still someone could still be Muslim, someone could be Buddhist. Do you know what I mean? It's religion is in general like that, like everywhere. It's mainly
Roman Catholic because of the Spanish influence.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, mainly. But
you know what?
I don't want to get political, but there's always been an ongoing debate that Philippines was originally Muslim, and or if it was Catholic. It's been going on for ages, but like I said, I don't like getting into them conversations.
You know what makes me laugh whenever like I've been on a date with a Filipino girl or whatever, and I tell them that I'm not circumcised. They give me like the
bro. You're a savage. A bit too much there.
No, they do. Like they look at me like I don't know, like I've just planned to parent.
That you're what?
They give me a look like I'm planning to murder their family or something. When I tell them I'm not circumcised, they're like, "Well, I'm not religious anyway." So,
do you know what? It's not even like a religious thing. I mean, it's a myth in it that culture-wise, they say if you're not circumcised, like your things ain't clean, innit?
I clean my things.
I know you probably do. I'm like I'm not like no homo, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, on average, the myth is like, the myth is if you ain't got your thing circumcised, like, you got that gunk down there, innit, and you ain't cleaning it out or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just Bro, do you know what? When I was younger, I was upset I had to get circumcised. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was upset, but everyone in high school was teasing me. They were like, support. You know what I mean? You know what that means, isn't it? Like, you ain't got the things cut, innit? They were just cussing me off for a whole of my first year of high school, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get this thing done, man, whatever it is, man. I'm like, yeah, Dad, let me do it. And he's like, yeah, you want to do it? My dad was gassed. He was happy that I was gonna get it. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it, man. Bruv, the agony of like the months that go by, like, you think you're having a school holiday, but that's when you get it done, innit? Because it's the perfect time to get it done because you're healing up. Bro, the stress, bro. I had to sit down a lot. I had to wear like mad like shorts, like with no like, bro. I had to wear like towels, bro.
How old was you though?
11, innit? But do you know what's mad? It's like, when your things brush against your shorts, yeah. You kind of gotta like wear it like you gotta have something like that. Either you're putting it away from your things, or like, you have it to the side and it's mad tight. Do you know what I mean? And it stays there. But if that bit where it's been cut gets stuck to your skin, it's peak, bro. Because at the end of the day, you gotta put it away. And you gotta clean it every day, bro. It was a mission, bro. It was a myth. It was a myth, bro. But that's just part of Filipino culture, mate. Like,
have you seen the
a thing? I don't know, man, but it is, man. It is a thing we do.
Have you seen how they're circumcised now in modern times? It's laser treatment,
bro. I don't know about that, but the old school ways were mad, bro. Like, I heard things like where they put like a stick here. They put the thing there. They grab your things, wrap the skin over the stick, and they're like, yo, look, a bird. And then you actually look in it, obviously, because you're a kid, you're dumb in it. And then they got the knife, they go, bap, bap. It's just split it open, bro. And they're like, yeah, run in the river, bro. Like, what is that? Just run in the river. You're good.
Oh, did it?
So you're running now. You're running to the river with this adrenaline. Oh, bro, it's just like, oh.
Don't you think the laser surgery thing they do now is quicker? It's more effective. It's just.
I have no clue, bro. Is that like it gets cut and then it gets sealed with the heat or something? Yeah. That
I
sounds
was
mad
told
techie.
it's better to do it when you're like a toddler, so you won't remember the pain.
Yeah,
The older you,
my godbrothers had it done back in the days when I was youth. They were telling me that they had it when they were kids, when they were babies. But they took that away, innit? They took that away here in UK. They took that
is
away a
that
while back.
is that your godbrother who works on HFM?
I'm not saying who it is. I'm just saying a couple of my godbrothers probably had it done that way. I'm not gonna put names out there, innit? You know what I mean? I don't think they'll be comfy being exposed like that.
Nah.
Or how their things look like.
Chatting about fools.